Раз, два, play. Hey there cats, good time of the day to you and thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I am playing a Japanese little known game on the PlayStation 2 emulator which is known as Ghost Vibration, pardon my English. And well, I guess first things first, let's talk about this game. I gotta say that there is a walkthrough on the YouTube, but it only covers stages from 1 to 9, and there are 3 more stages in this game which unlock once you completed the stages from 1 to 9. Therefore, I've recorded the 3 stages, and I've also recorded the true ending, which comes after stage 12 if you've catched all the ghosts in the game. So the game is really obscure, but after some searching and translating several Japanese sites, this is the information which I've came to know, which I've just told you, that after completing the game up to stage 9, there are 3 more stages. You also unlock the stage selection menu, so yeah, you do not have to capture all the ghosts from the very first try. You actually can replay the stages later, and yeah, well, that's about it. That's the most important information. I gotta say, this here, I'm playing these stages for the second time already. Oh yeah, here's another important bit of information. You cannot capture all the ghosts on your very first try in the stage, because some ghosts only appear on your second and subsequent tries. And actually this sucks, and that's why. I'll tell you why. The thing is, as I've said, I'm playing these 3 stages for the second time already, and I gotta say that, first things first, the game is very experimental. It's a rail shooter, but with a degree of aiming, so to say. As you can see, there are 360 aiming, and you can aim anywhere you want. Oh, I didn't see the bastard, but alright. Usually ghosts are easy to find, but some of them do hide like that. So yeah, back on topic. The game is very experimental and it is very slow. It is very slow, and there's also an issue that the developers actually reused the same stages over and over, so the main character just walks in the same decorations, and it's okay for 1 playthrough, but for 2 or more playthroughs it becomes kinda boring. That's why completing the game on 100% can become rather tiresome. The same thing over and over, yeah. The game is not that action-packed. It also doesn't help that on your second playthrough all the poltergeists and I believe the ghosts that are named Shadow, so the ghosts that hide themselves in items, they disappear once you catch them. They do not appear on the subsequent playthroughs, and therefore the subsequent walkthroughs through the same level are even less excitable than they were on their very first try. All these things do not help the game to, to maintain the pace, so to say, and oh boy, alright, yeah. Therefore, I really recommend you to actually make save states in order to capture as much ghosts as possible in your very first try if you're going to complete this game, the legitimate way. Otherwise, my recommended way to go would be complete the stages from 1 to 9 yourself, then complete the stages from 10 to 12 yourself, and then just take a look at the true ending in this video. But I've also attached a 98% save game in which you will only have to complete stage 12 in order to get 100% capture rate. So if you really want, you can complete the stage 12 2 times in order to get maximized experience and get the true ending yourself. But other than that, yeah, I do not think you should, grind it to 100% yourself. It doesn't worth it. The game is interesting, but not that interesting. Yeah, So, that's how it goes. What else can I say about it? Overall, surprisingly, you do not have 2-player mode in this game, albeit somehow it like begs for you to have a 2 players mode, because the game actually has the second character, but she just, you know, hangs around and doesn't do anything. You only see her a couple times in cutscenes and that's about it. So yeah, 1 player only, unfortunately. Also, what can be said? Quite, I guess, unfortunately, the game can hardly be classified as horror. It poses itself as a horror game, but no, it is not scary. It is not scary almost at all. Though the stage 9 boss, the boss of the game, you know, it kinda interesting to say the least. It is very... If you'd play that kind of a fight in VR, I guess you'd lose the insight or in the insides of your stomach rather easily. The fight is very unusual. But once again, it is barely scary. So, yeah, I can't say that this game can be classified as horror, especially if you are like a hardened fan of horror games. No, it is rather, you know, some slow-paced thriller at best, but nothing more. Still, I think the game worth a try, so I do really recommend you to play through stages 1 to 9 and then do whatever you want. But overall, stages 1 to 9, they definitely worth it. It is an interesting game and it is kinda unique. I barely can come with, you know, with an example of any other game that will do something similar, you know. Ghost Vibration is a very interesting experience in the very least. Once again, the game seems kinda unfinished, and even though not only because there are 2 players, 2 characters without the obvious 2 players mode, but also because you know, just from time to time, it seems like there should be something else. Like in this moment, in stage 10, and in other bonus stages as well. These stages, they just end without cutscenes, without anything. And actually, there will be spoilers now. So, no, you know, I will return to this moment later. Pardon me. But for now, let me talk about another game which is also very interesting, very experimental, but also it looks like it is a better known game because there are more complete walkthroughs on the YouTube, and overall the game is actually, well, kinda better than Ghost Vibration, so that other game is better known, and rightfully so. And the game I'm talking about is Echo Night Beyond. This is another game where you encounter ghosts, though in that game there is actually a very nice mix of mystical things and science fiction. In fact, you start as a spaceman on the lunar station on the moon, and Echo Night Beyond is a bit different, albeit you also kinda capture ghosts in a way, but it is not a rail shooter, it's more like, you know, a walking simulator, so to say. But Echo Night Beyond is very interesting, it delivers, and it is a much more solid work than Ghost Vibration. I'm only talking about it because I will not record anything related to Echo Night Beyond. So if you watch this video, I actually do recommend you to play through Echo Night Beyond as well. I guess I even recommend you to play through Echo Night Beyond more than I recommend to you to play through Ghost Vibration, because once again, Echo Night Beyond is amazing. If anything, I think Dead Space developers just stole the whole core concept of Echo Night Beyond and, you know, spiced it up Hollywood way. That's just how they always do with the movies and stuff. They just take the Japanese movies and just reshoot them on the American manner. I think that this is a story that went with Echo Knight Beyond, and that's how Dead Space came to be. I mean, really, somewhere in the core, the games are really almost frighteningly similar. Alright. Cheesy joke, I know. Still, Echo Knight Beyond was amazing, and it impressed me. It really impressed me. It was a nice mix, once again, of science fiction and mystical themes, and I've truly liked Echo Knight Beyond. Another unique game, and once again, for whatever reason it came out on PlayStation 2, it is quite playable on PlayStation 2 emulator, though this is one of the games where you'll have to stick to the software mode in order for everything to work correctly, because some things in Echo Knight Beyond unfortunately break the gameplay quite hard. I mean, technically they work, but it is hard to make it through them, so yeah. Software mode, but other than that, Echo Knight Beyond works flawlessly, and I've had a very good evening, well, actually a very good day going through that game. Ooh, Hanging Man, just like on a tarot cards. I'm getting that. So, back to the Ghost Vibration. As you can see, I'm actually cheating hard. My overheat meter is frozen, so I can catch those heavy ghosts without overheating my gun. It is just one more thing that I think is crucial in Ghost Vibration, because one more time I'll repeat myself, but yeah, sorry, the game is kinda boring and I can't see myself going through it without cheats. Just look at that, that was hell of a fast. Imagine trying to capture this ghost without a save state. He will definitely get you on your first time and probably on your second time as well, yeah. This bastard is hard. Oh boy. Now, well, I guess it is time to actually come forward with the spoilers slowly. So if you want to play through this game yourself, it's about the time you stop, look into this video and either switch to the version without commentary, the link should be in the description, or I don't know, or just stop watching it, play it yourself. But okay, so, spoilers. As I've said, this game looks unfinished, and here is why. After you finish stage 12, it looks like actually a new pathway opens up. The last lock in the game falls down and a new door opens, so you think, oh, okay, cool, here's a new way, and we will definitely use this way when we will walk through the stage 12 again, right? Well, wrong. When you'll come to the stage 12 for the second time, the character will walk through the using the very same path that he used before, so yeah, nothing will change. As usual, several new ghosts will be added, but that's about it. So that path, which opens up after you finish the very last stage, it is never explored. So if this is not an indicator of an unfinished idea, I don't know what is. Something opens up and it just stays there. But here's more. When you open those ghosts' memories, ghosts' diaries, I don't know, journals, there are hints that the boss in the stage 9, whose name is Fred, is actually not the main villain of the game. There are mentions of something named the Old One or something like that. The Ancient One, I don't know. You know, the Old God, something Lovecraftian, that looms somewhere on the, you know, on the horizon. So you kind of wait for this thing to come and try to get you. Once again, it never happens. It never happens, and it is weird because actually the implications that Fred is not the final boss are very heavy in those 3 bonus stages which unlock themselves after you complete stage 9. well, they just beg for another boss in the end of stage 12. Oh yeah, sure. No, whatever. But once again, it never happens. It never happens, and it just stays there for you to scratch your head. So yeah, this once again doesn't add points to the game, and overall, once you catch all the ghosts and complete the game on 100%, all that can be said is that the game kinda under-delivers. The final pass is never explored, the super boss never appears. Go figure. Once again, that is why I do not encourage you to grind and actually catch all the ghosts. But on the other hand, it should be said that the game itself is kinda short. It doesn't take long to make it through the whole game and catch all the ghosts in it. I've only spent about 3 or 4 evenings on it. Though, once again, comparing this to Echo Knight Beyond kinda gets tiresome. Once again, in the Echo Knight Beyond you use the same pathways over and over again, even though it is not the real shooter. The Loner Station itself is just kinda small place. There are not many ways to explore, so you walk the same corridors again and again. But at the same time, Echo Knight Beyond, I've only completed in 2 days, so I did not manage to get tired of it. Ghost Vibration, 4 evenings, therefore about 4 days, and yeah, it gets somewhat bothersome in the end. But other than that, well, it's quite an enjoyable game. It's quite an enjoyable game if you do not aim to complete it at 100%. Because then it will be quite disappointing. Let's be straight. Let's be straight. Not having the cool ending shown to you, not having the final boss, yeah, it's kinda disappointing. And yeah, there will be a true ending, but once again, it kinda under-delivers. It doesn't quite answer the mystery that all the other stuff in the game tries to impose onto you. So yeah. But well, it is what it is. And after this room, only stage 12 will be left. This is, by the way, probably the coolest room, and unlike all other rooms, it only appears once here in stage 11. Once again, looks like a perfect place for a boss, but the boss never happens. And this is one more thing that should be said about stages 10, 11, 12. All the other stages have a boss, at least a mini-boss, like there is a final boss, Fred, and there are mini-bosses as well. And this is the thing I've actually wanted to say, but only now I've put it in my head together. Stages 10, 11 and 12, they just end. They do not even have a boss, only a buffed up, slightly buffed up ghost, but don't even have that boss fight intro which every other stage has. Yeah. So once again, these bonus stages, they do not look like bonus. They look like something that haven't been finished properly, so the devs had no choice but to release the game as is. It is sad because this final blow, so to say, kinda sours the mood. The game could have been much more interesting if it actually introduced a second boss and resolved all the plot branches which it shown to the player during the gameplay. But yeah, oh yeah, shattered glass, here we go again. That spectral entity, now you get into my gun, you spectral bastard, and you, alright, clear. I still have no idea how this gun works. It's like they wanted to do something like in Ghostbusters, but they didn't want to, you know, blatantly rip the movie off, so they've made this huge hook on the end of the gun for whatever reason. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make holes in the walls or whatever else you can do with this huge thing. Somehow, though, it tucks into the ghosts, which are supposed to be ethereal or something. Yeah, weird thing. Yeah, here you go. At least these guys do not disappear once you catch them, otherwise these secondary walkthroughs would be really darn boring. And okay, I'm going rather slow once again. Even though this is my second walkthrough, several new ghosts have appeared, and this is my second walkthrough, therefore I do not quite know where to look for them. And once again, the game is obscure and there are no actual walkthroughs, so I'm trying to look around often in order to find everybody and actually get the true ending. So yeah, pardon me if I'm going rather slow. I'm actually looking for those hidden motherfuckers. The door behind the character, I will turn around, I guess. Yeah, this one. This door is the one that has the final lock, and even though the lock has been gone in my first walkthrough, as you can see now, this door is closed again, and the character never uses that path which opens. This is, yeah, this is so. Alright now. I'm actually tired of this hall. This is the hall where at least 2 boss fights happen and you walk through it dozens of times. Well, at least a dozen, definitely. Oh, that's a new ghost. Yeah, I can see it. The other ghosts, you can see the old ghosts, they're kinda smoothed out. Yeah, their textures are, you know, are uncertain. And the fresh ghosts, they're sharpened up a bit. This is another thing which kinda makes me think this game is unfinished. These 3 spectral entities, they will actually restore my life and energy to the maximum. Which kinda makes you think that the boss fight is near. Oh no, only life, alright. Maybe it will be further, maybe I will come to this room again. Either way, 3 spectral entities, or maybe they've restored my life and energy to the maximum in the first playthrough. Either way, everything called for a big fight, which once again never happened. Yeah, I kinda have a grudge against this game at this moment, at this point, but once again, do not take my critique as something critical. It's something like, you know, as like the game has no pluses. It's like the game cannot be forgiven for those minuses, because it certainly can. Once again, it is quite enjoyable. It is quite a way to spend an evening or two. Just don't spend any more and you'll be okay. Yeah. So, all the save games will be attached into the description. The 100% save game will have everything unlocked, which means all the cutscenes as well, because the game actually has the movie player. So yeah, all the cutscenes you've missed, you can watch through them once again in that movie player. And all the ghost dossiers, all the stuff you can read, everything will be unlocked in 100% save game, which is kinda neat. This is one thing the devs definitely made right. You can watch and read anything through that menu. And well, this is almost the end of it. Just several more ghosts left. Here you go! Already caught that one, but why not? I actually should have checked what will happen if you'll just leave that ghost in the previous room. I guess you will just... the character will just walk away. I do not think the game actually remembers if the ghosts have been left behind or not. I guess you can kinda speed run through this game just walking past all the ghosts. I guess it is possible. I guess it is quite possible. Though once again, I've never checked it. Alright. So... I do not quite remember how many new ghosts are left. And if I got them all. Well, nobody here. Alright, here he comes. I've just searched for you, buddy. Have you seen that ace pilot maneuvering through the air? Kind of a miracle I didn't miss him. That's why I do recommend you to do save states. I do not make them now. Oh, another new ghost. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I do not make them now, but if I wouldn't record this walkthrough, I'd actually make several of them, because it is darn hard to catch these bastards from time to time. Once again, most of the time the game plays fair and the ghosts are easy to spot and quite easy to catch. But sometimes these ghosts are getting sneaky and they start to hide in very obscure places. It happens about 3-4 times or so, and about, you know, about 10 of them are very maneuverable and they attack very, very quickly. So there is only a small window in which you can catch them. There are also several moments where the ghosts actually try to jump onto you in packs, and if you have your gun uncheated, if your gun is overheating, it is really, really hard, if not impossible, to catch all of them on your one try. I'm pretty sure those moments are actually made as another thing that will force the player to complete the same stage several times. Oh yeah, here come these 3 spectral entities which will restore my life and energy to the maximum. And yeah, and this is the end of the level. That's why, once again, that's why I'm pretty sure that the game is unfinished. Here comes full energy, and here comes full life. Once again, it feels like the massive, like super duper boss fight is imminent and is right ahead, but nothing happens. Not even the mini boss, just this last buffed up ghost. And we are finished. I guess I will leave you one-on-one with the true ending of the game now. And therefore it is time to say my goodbyes. That was Ghost Vibration. I hope I've helped you to discover some interesting, obscure game today. Perhaps you will enjoy it yourself. I truly hope you will enjoy it yourself. So thanks for being with me, cats. Stay tuned for more, and good luck.
Good thing that Mark went away, huh?
Before, I think I felt my sister smiling down on us.
From heaven, no doubt.
Yeah, but I wish I could have told her I was sorry.
The souls we sent to heaven already explained everything.
I hope she understands.
And in another 50 years, you'll be able to tell her yourself.
That'll be a long time from now.
Well, shall we discuss the more immediate future?
Huh?
How about the near future?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about our future. If we fix it up, it could make a great new home for us.
This place?
Now that the house cleaning is done and all.
Absolutely not.